The future restoration of Israel. Insights from Nostradamus's prophecies. Throughout history, powerful nations have risen and fallen, leaving their mark on the world through conquest, culture, and conflict. Among these, Israel stands out as a nation that has consistently captured global attention. From its ancient roots to the modern era, Israel's story is one of resilience, dispersion, and an enduring promise of restoration. While many associate this narrative with biblical prophecies, the enigmatic predictions of Nostradamus, the 16th century French seer, offer a different lens through which to view Israel's future. His cryptic quatrains filled with symbolic imagery have long been interpreted as foretelling significant global events, including the destiny of nations like Israel. This exploration delves into the mystery of Israel's future restoration, drawing on Nostradamus's prophecies rather than religious scriptures. It examines whether these predictions point to a resurgence of Israel as a global power, the revival of its ancient cities, the transformation of its deserts, and the establishment of a new era of peace centered in Jerusalem. How close are we to seeing these prophecies fulfilled? Are some already unfolding in the Middle East today? Join us on a journey through history, Nostradamus's visions, and contemporary events to uncover the potential significance of Israel's future. The enduring significance of Israel's history is a tapestry of triumphs and tribulations. From its ancient kingdoms to its modern reestablishment in 1948, the nation has been a focal point of global attention. Its people, scattered across the world for centuries, have faced persecution, exile, and attempts at annihilation, yet they have persistently returned to their ancestral homeland. Nostradamus, known for his cryptic and often ambiguous quatrains, is believed by some to have foreseen this resilience and the pivotal role Israel would play in the future. In his work, Les Prophéties, Nostradamus wrote in a style that invites interpretation, blending astrology, mysticism, and historical observation. His quatrains often describe cataclysmic events, shifts in power, and the rise of great leaders, some of which enthusiasts believe point to Israel's restoration. For instance, Century 2, Quatrain 96, speaks of a flaming star in the heavens and a new city rising in the east, which some interpreters link to Jerusalem's enduring significance and Israel's modern revival. Century 2, Quatrain 96. A flaming star will rise in the sky in the east, a new city will be born. The ancient ones return to their place, and peace shall follow after great strife. Could this new city refer to a revitalized Jerusalem, a city reborn after centuries of ruin? Could the ancient ones signify the Jewish people returning to their homeland? While Nostradamus's words are open to interpretation, the parallels with Israel's 20th century reestablishment are striking. The creation of the modern state of Israel, the return of Jewish exiles, and the transformation of barren lands into fertile fields align with the imagery of renewal in his quatrains. Nostradamus' prophecies often describe the movement of peoples and the reshaping of nations. In Century 5, Quatrain 74, he writes of a people from afar, returning to their ancient cradle under a great star. This has been interpreted by some as a reference to the Jewish diaspora scattered across Europe, Asia, and beyond, returning to Israel in the modern era. Century 5, Quatrain 74. From afar, a people will come to the ancient cradle under a great star. Their fields will bloom, their cities rise, and a leader shall guide them through turmoil. The 20th century witnessed the remarkable return of Jewish people to Israel, particularly after the horrors of the Holocaust and the establishment of the state in 1948. Cities like Tel Aviv and Haifa emerged as vibrant hubs, while agricultural advancements turned deserts into productive farmland. Nostradamus' mention of blooming fields and rising cities resonates with Israel's transformation from a sparsely populated region into a thriving nation. His reference to a leader guiding through turmoil could point to figures like David Ben-Gurion, Israel's first prime minister, or even a future leader yet to emerge. The Middle East today remains a region of tension, with Israel at the heart of geopolitical struggles. Nostradamus' quatrains often predict conflict preceding peace, suggesting that Israel's path to restoration may involve significant challenges. Century 8, Quatrain 34, for example, describes a land of conflict where rivers of blood flow before a new dawn emerges. Century 8, Quatrain 34, in the land of conflict, rivers of blood, the ancient ones shall weep and strive, yet from the ashes a new dawn rises, and the city of peace shall shine. This could be interpreted as a reference to the wars and struggles Israel has faced from the 1948 War of Independence to ongoing conflicts with neighboring states. Yet the promise of a new dawn suggests a future where peace prevails, with Jerusalem often called the city of peace at its center. One of Nostradamus's recurring themes is the rise of a charismatic leader who brings both hope and deception. In Century 3, Quatrain 23, he writes of a great man from the east who will promise peace but bring great woe. This figure, often interpreted as a harbinger of global upheaval, could play a role in Israel's future. Century 3, Quatrain 23, from the east a great man shall rise, with words of peace he shall deceive, nations shall follow, yet woe shall come, until the true light breaks the veil. Some interpreters speculate that this leader could forge a temporary peace agreement with Israel, promising stability and prosperity. Such a figure might negotiate a deal allowing Israel to rebuild significant cultural or religious sites, such as a new temple in Jerusalem, fulfilling long-held aspirations. However, Nostradamus warns that this peace will be short-lived, leading to betrayal and conflict. The true light breaking the veil could symbolize a moment of clarity for Israel, where the nation recognizes the deception and turns toward a path of genuine restoration. This theme of deception aligns with modern concerns about fragile peace agreements in the Middle East. Israel has engaged in numerous diplomatic efforts from the Camp David Accords to the Abraham Accords, yet lasting peace remains elusive. Nostradamus's prophecy suggests that a future leader may exploit Israel's desire for stability only to reveal ulterior motives. The quatrain's reference to a true light could imply a subsequent awakening where Israel emerges stronger and more unified. Nostradamus's visions often include vivid imagery of environmental transformation. In Century 4, Quatrain 21, he describes a barren land becoming fruitful under a new star, which some link to Israel's agricultural miracles. Century 4, Quatrain 21, the barren land shall turn to green. Under a new star, the waters flow. The ancient ones shall rebuild their home, and prosperity shall follow their toil. Israel's modern history reflects this transformation. Through innovations like drip irrigation and desert agriculture, Israel has turned arid regions into fertile farmland. The Negev Desert, once considered uninhabitable, now supports thriving communities and vineyards. Nostradamus's mention of a new star could represent a guiding force, perhaps a new era of innovation or leadership that drives Israel's resurgence. The prophecy aligns with Israel's reputation as a global leader in technology and agriculture, suggesting a future where the nation continues to prosper against the odds. Nostradamus's quatrains often point to a future where a single city becomes a beacon of global unity. In Century 6, Quatrain 43, he speaks of a holy city that will draw all nations after a period of strife. Century 6, Quatrain 43, the holy city shall stand alone. After great strife, nations shall come, from its heart wisdom shall flow, and the world shall know peace. Jerusalem, with its profound historical and cultural significance, could be the holy city Nostradamus describes. The prophecy suggests that after a period of conflict, Jerusalem will emerge as a center of wisdom and peace, attracting global attention. This vision aligns with Israel's aspiration to be a light unto the nations, a concept rooted in its ancient identity, but echoed in Nostradamus's predictions of global influence. Today, Jerusalem is a focal point of international diplomacy and cultural heritage. Its status as Israel's capital, recognized by some nations, underscores its global importance. Nostradamus's prophecy could point to a future where Jerusalem's role transcends regional conflicts, becoming a hub of cooperation and understanding. Nostradamus's prophecies frequently emphasize that great change follows great turmoil. Century 9, Quatrain 55, speaks of a great war in the east, followed by a new order led by a city of light. Century 9. Quatrain 55, in the east a great war shall rage, blood and fire shall mark the days. Yet from the city of light a new order, and peace shall reign in wondrous ways. This quatrain could describe the intense conflicts in the Middle East, with Israel at the center. The city of light may symbolize Jerusalem emerging from war to lead a new era of peace. The prophecy suggests that Israel's restoration will not be without struggle as regional tensions and global powers vie for influence. However, the outcome is one of hope, a unified world under the influence of a revitalized Israel. Current events in the Middle East, including ongoing disputes and diplomatic breakthroughs, reflect the turbulent path Nostradamus may have foreseen. The resilience of Israel in the face of adversity mirrors the seer's predictions of a nation that endures hardship to achieve greatness. While Nostradamus's prophecies are less explicitly spiritual than biblical texts, they often hint at a collective awakening. In Quatrain 74, he describes a great awakening in a land of promise where hearts and minds unite under a new truth. Century 10, Quatrain 74, in the land of promise, a great awakening. Hearts and minds shall join as one. The new truth shall break the ancient chains, and the world shall see the rising sun. This awakening could represent a cultural and intellectual renaissance in Israel, where the nation overcomes historical divisions and embraces a unified vision. The new truth might refer to a collective realization of Israel's potential as a global leader, not only in technology and innovation, but also in fostering peace and cooperation. Israel's modern achievements, from its vibrant democracy to its contributions to science and culture, suggest the beginnings of such an awakening. Nostradamus's prophecy could point to a future where Israel's influence inspires global unity, fulfilling its ancient role as a beacon of progress. Nostradamus's quatrains warn of significant challenges before Israel's restoration is complete. Century to 7, Quatrain 32 describes a false dawn followed by a true light, suggesting a period of deception and conflict before true peace. Century 7, Quatrain 32. The false dawn shall deceive the many, with promises of peace that fade, yet the true light shall rise in glory, and the ancient land shall be remade. This prophecy could reflect the fragile nature of peace agreements in the Middle East, where initial optimism often gives way to renewed tensions. The true light may symbolize a lasting resolution, possibly driven by a new generation of leaders, or a transformative event that shifts the regional dynamics. Israel's history is marked by such cycles of hope and conflict, from the Oslo Accords to recent normalization agreements with Arab states. Nostradamus's vision suggests that while challenges remain, the ultimate outcome is one of renewal and prosperity, a call to become better and live with purpose. As we contemplate the future of Israel through Nostradamus's prophecies, we are reminded that the destiny of nations is shaped not only by leaders and events, but also by the actions of individuals. The vision of a restored Israel, a land of peace and prosperity, inspires us to reflect on our own roles in creating a better world. Nostradamus' quatrains, with their focus on transformation and renewal, call us to embrace our potential to live with purpose, integrity, and compassion. To become a better person is to recognize the power of small acts of kindness in a world often marked by conflict and division. Each choice we make to listen to help to understand ripples outward, contributing to a collective movement toward harmony. Just as Israel's story is one of resilience, our personal journeys can reflect perseverance in the face of challenges. By choosing empathy over indifference, we align ourselves with the ideals of unity and progress that Nostradamus's prophecies evoke. Living with purpose begins with self-reflection. Ask yourself, what values guide my actions? Am I striving to make a positive difference in my community? These questions are universal, transcending borders and cultures. In a world where division often overshadows connection, embracing ideals like honesty, generosity, and respect can bridge gaps and foster understanding. Israel's transformation from barren deserts to thriving fields mirrors the potential within each of us to cultivate growth in our own lives, turning challenges into opportunities for renewal. Consider the power of integrity. In Nostradamus' visions, deception leads to turmoil, but truth ultimately prevails. By committing to honesty in our words and actions, we build trust with those around us. This trust becomes the foundation for stronger relationships, whether in families, workplaces, or communities. A single act of integrity, standing up for what is right, admitting a mistake, or honoring a commitment, can inspire others to do the same, creating a chain reaction of positive change. Compassion is another cornerstone of a purposeful life. Nostradamus's prophecies speak of a city of light emerging from strife, a symbol of hope and unity. We can embody this light by showing compassion to those in need, whether through a kind word, a helping hand, or simply listening to someone's story. In a world where people often feel isolated, these acts of kindness remind us of our shared humanity. Imagine the impact if each of us committed to one compassionate act daily, how quickly our communities could transform. Living with ideals also means embracing courage. Israel's history, as reflected in Nostradamus's quatrains, is one of overcoming adversity through determination. Similarly, we face personal battles, fear, doubt, or societal pressures that test our resolve. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the choice to act despite it. Whether it's standing up for justice, pursuing a dream, or forgiving someone who has wronged us, courage allows us to live in alignment with our highest values. Education and growth are vital to becoming better individuals. Just as Israel has become a hub of innovation, we can seek knowledge to expand our perspectives. Read, listen, and engage with ideas that challenge your worldview. Learn from others' experiences, especially those different from your own. This pursuit of growth equips us to contribute meaningfully to society, whether through creative solutions, thoughtful dialogue, or innovative ideas. Community is at the heart of a purposeful life. Nostradamus' vision of nations gathering around a holy city suggests the power of collective effort. We thrive when we work together, supporting one another's dreams and aspirations. Join a cause that resonates with you, whether it's environmental conservation, education, or social justice. Volunteer your time, share your skills, or simply be present for those around you. By building stronger communities, we create a foundation for a better world. Resilience like Israel's is a quality we can cultivate. Life is filled with setbacks, but each challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. Reflect on past difficulties. How did they shape you? Use those lessons to face future obstacles with confidence. Resilience is not about avoiding pain, but about finding meaning in it, allowing us to move forward with hope and determination. Finally, let us commit to living with gratitude. Nostradamus' prophecies, with their focus on renewal, remind us to appreciate the beauty in our lives, the people, opportunities, and moments that bring joy. Gratitude shifts our perspective, helping us find purpose, even in difficult times. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you're thankful for, and let that gratitude inspire you to give back to the world. As we look to Israel's future through Nostradamus' lens, let us also look within. The transformation of a nation begins with the transformation of its people. By striving to be better, kinder, braver, more purposeful, we contribute to a world where peace and prosperity are not just prophecies but realities. Start today. Choose one ideal to embody, whether it's compassion, integrity, or courage, and let it guide your actions. Share this vision with others, inspiring them to join you in building a brighter future. The future restoration of Israel, as seen through the lens of Nostradamus' prophecies, is a story of resilience, transformation, and global significance. His quatrains paint a picture of a nation that overcomes dispersion, conflict, and deception to emerge as a beacon of peace and wisdom. From the return of a scattered people to the transformation of barren lands, from the rise of a deceptive leader to the ultimate triumph of a city of light, Nostradamus' predictions offer a compelling vision of Israel's destiny. As we reflect on these prophecies, the modern state of Israel stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of its people. The challenges of the present geopolitical tensions, cultural divisions, and the quest for peace echo the struggles foretold by Nostradamus. Yet his visions also inspire hope, suggesting that Israel's journey is far from over, and its greatest contributions to the world may yet lie ahead. Let us take inspiration from this narrative to become better individuals, living with purpose and ideals that uplift those around us. Together, we can create a world where the promise of peace and unity, as envisioned by Nostradamus, becomes a reality. What are your thoughts on Israel's future and your role in shaping a better world? Share your reflections and let us continue to explore the mysteries of history, prophecy, and human potential together.